What's up, everybody? It's your boy Cuban Link. Here to address the issues with the Fat Joe situation. Him disrespecting the FBA. Very disrespectful dude. I already told y'all that. But and the question about who invented hip hop, the creators. It's funny that Joe finds himself in this situation because maybe now he can reflect on his own business dealings on how he treated like the Terror Squad, the actual artists inside the Terror Squad, like Big Pun, my brother. You know what I'm saying? When Big Pun was actually the main factor of why Terror Squad became known like that, respected like that, lyrically, and the music side. And that's where it starts, guys. And the music, the talent. And I know y'all all respect Big Pun because he earned it. Because he was one of the lyrical geniuses you ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Out here doing anything in this game of hip-hop. So he was definitely a hip-hop treasure to all. And I bring it back to the business side with Joe, because you see how they don't want to give him credit, right? You know, so about Latinos having a part of the creation of hip hop, like the creation part, right? Foundational Black Americans are saying that, hip hop was invented by Black people, which is cool with me, right? I think that too. Other fields of hip hop though, as far as like the breakdancing, the graffiti, the fashion, things like that, I feel that, what I'm saying, we could get a little bit generous with it and give some props where props is due, to be fair, you know what I'm saying? Because, I know that's, Spanish, Latin people played a part in it, but it's just what part. And when you say that part, it's usually being said nowadays with a lot of disrespect, like with this helpers and people that, just help build the culture. I think builders will be a proper word to use, I think Latin people definitely was the main builders building hip hop, But as far as Joe,
so what's your opinion on that?
I disagree.
Shout out Cuban Link.
Yeah, I disagree. I don't believe so. I totally believe and know that our people created hip hop. Period. Mm-hmm. He says it, and it's contradicting what he's saying. In one sentence, he said, Black people believe that they do, and I do. But then he come back and he said, well, we got to be generous and give us something in style and this and that. Then I disagree with that, because even still today, we dress differently. Mm-hmm. Still today, it's not like when you see you and me dress and versus going and seeing someone else of another culture. It's not gonna be the same. But if anything, they're gonna emulate the style from us. That's just how it's always been.
You're right. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming
from. The Moors, baby.
But as far as the building part,
yeah,
I don't know about, my opinion, I don't know about them being main builders.
Yeah.
But they did have a hand in the building part. And what I mean by that is, like, from me being young to, from what I remember is, like when my uncles and them was in, doing the hip hop, you know what I mean? Right. When they Curtis blowing all of them dudes, you know what I mean? I remember a lot of us couldn't walk in them buildings.
Right.
A lot of people that looked like us couldn't walk in them buildings. A lot of us couldn't build those relationships with those people who owned the labels back then. You know what I mean? So you had to send something in there. You had to send something in there a little bit more friendlier.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I agree.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of our Black Puerto Rican brothers and sisters mainly went in those buildings.
Right.
And helped build those relationships with them labels. You get what I'm saying? So the labels will wanna, touch it, you know what I mean, and make it, do some business,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all of them in all aspects, but from what I remember, shout out to what's the name, got Woo on, you know what I mean? And shout out to female Angie Martinez, you know what I mean?
Right.
And people like that, you know what I mean?
Right.
They definitely had a part in that part, of the building. 50-50 in the building, not the main builders, but yeah, definitely. Because the footwork and the business, they definitely have helped with that. You know what I mean? That's me growing up and what I've seen until now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I can understand that, but again, I take it back before it became hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And our people would always have, like even down in the shipping circle, they would always have a DJ and have like fish fries on Fridays, and sometimes people will have rent parties.
Right.
Well, in these parties, there will be DJs, and it will be packed with people. Right. So I'm saying that to say that's a crowd, and within those crowds, it was only black people.
Then you talk about in the time, like you said, you went before hip hop. Now you talking about the time, and you talking about in the South.
Yes,
you know when they first migrated, back then, they didn't migrate. A lot of them didn't migrate to the South, at all.
Right,
you know what I mean? They didn't really migrate to the South, and you can go down there. They're around down there now, but it wasn't plenty. It's not like New York and DC.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Or even if you take it to the West Mexico, it's not that. You get what I mean? So in certain spots where they came, you know what I mean? Jersey, New York, DC, stuff like that. Mainly Maryland when they came here to our area. They went to Maryland and Virginia. But the ones who were in these urban communities, you know what I mean? Their parents still was, their parents still act like where they came from.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Do things in a cultural way from where they came from. But the kids that started being born here as generations went on became American Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying? So they're born here. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So the ones that's born here and that's amongst us, you know what I mean? They tend to take on and adopt our culture. And not gonna lie, we adopt their culture too. Just like, for instance, shout out to the Payne family, huh? Shout out to the Payne family. Shout out to Freddie. Shout out to Tots. You get what I'm saying? We grew up with the Payne family in the area. You know what I'm saying? They from Jamaica. You know what I mean? It's cultures. We bonded the cultures. You know what I'm saying? We was at them dances, huh? We was at them dances, man. You feel me? We was at the clubhouse. We in the reggae clubs. You get what I'm saying? And they in our clubs too.
Right.
They had the backs, they had the black hole, you know what I'm saying? They had the spots, you know what I'm saying? They had the legends, they did.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Same thing, you know what I mean? But the fashion thing, like you said, I'm gonna give that to you. But like Cuban Link said, the main builders, 50 Cent building, because they had something to do with getting that business started. Because before that happened, before we was in the building, it was just a street thing. We was just rapping, niggas just rapping, enjoying themselves, block party. When it turned into that money and that business and things like that, we had to send other people in there. You know what I'm saying? We had to send the closest white boys that we messed with, that's in the hood, we got to send them. But we got to send the Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts. That's what was happening.
And the reason why it's such a big topic is because let's just think like this. Over in Jamaica, they have dance hall, right? So who is saying that they're 50-50 to what they have created? Nobody's touching it. Even though, you have some of their early pioneers saying they was inspired by the Americans, R&B singers in the 40s and 50s. They were inspired by them by hearing them on the radio, but their things are not touched. But with this hip hop for the generations to come, it's a struggle. So that's why it has to be clarified. So it wasn't anything in the past, but now it's something in the present.
I didn't cut you big on.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I want to say where we use that.
Yeah.
We all share cultures with each other.
Correct.
We all share cultures with each other. When hip hop took off into real business in the 80s, late 80s,
Right.
early 90s, the cultures had already merged.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Reggae, the reggae artists, the reggae music is playing in the hood. It's getting played in the hood. And vice versa. Our music is being played over there. You get what I'm saying? During that time, it leads up to right now. Black Americans weren't wearing dreads back in the day. Hell no. You wouldn't have seen no black Americans wearing no young dudes wearing no dreads. Nah. Females neither. Nah. Let's keep it authentic.
Okay.
Let's keep it authentic.
That's so good for you.
We sharing cultures in fashion.
Yeah.
Nobody was doing that. Now, let me say late 90s, early 2000s is when you start seeing people, black Americans wearing dreads, start twisting their hair and stuff. Twisting their hair, rocking dreads. But the black Americans that was doing that back in the 80s, they was looked at different. Like a Jamaican. That's what they dudes was calling them. Let's keep it authentic. You get what I'm saying? But since we merged the cultures and the culture, we all shared and adopted each other's culture. And the Puerto Ricans too. You get what I'm saying? They is involved in it too. You get what I mean? That's hip hop to me.
Okay.
All the culture, that's hip hop to me.
But check this out. I always got something in the cut. I got to Hello. Well, let's say what Cuban Link is saying is true. And let's say you may be agreeing with him, and 50% of the 8.1 billion people on the planet. Well, here's that card. Well, when hip hop was criticized, what percentage did they get of the blame?
None.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, we got 100% of it off the top. Ding, 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 ding. There we go.
Check this though. Man, you got me. Yeah.
Hey, look. Yeah, you need to stand at 8 for a moment. You know what I'm saying?
See, but I wasn't agreeing with Cuban all the way.
Right, no, I'm just saying so.
Like far as them being the main builders.
Right.
But 50, I give them 50. You know what I mean? But goes back to this. A lot of American rappers, I remember, used to try to rap in a Jamaican tone. With a Jamaican accent, you remember that, and mix it in they.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that? You know that's the time.
Yeah.
You feel me? A virgin. That's that virgin. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
so,
but you know where that came from, though.
Mm-hmm.
That came from the merge, and they saw their oats. So a lot of them had seeds over here. So you know what I'm saying? They was playing that.
Yeah, they got seeds over
here. So they built that culture. They gonna sow it over raw oats. So So yeah, like you said, it was a time it was winning, because it wasn't a time it wasn't wearing the locks, and then all of a sudden it was a super emergence.
Look at it now.
Yeah, it's a
everybody
super
locking it down. You did?
Locking it down. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Man. But yeah, man, that's my opinion, and that's where I'm at on it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cuban Links. I don't take no offense. Everybody feel how they feel, man.
Exactly,
you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Whatever you want.
And they feel like they had a part in something. Yeah. They don't want to be left. Nobody want to be left out.
That's all.
That's all it is.
It's
None of us. Yeah. None of us want to be left out.
That's all.
You feel me? Like you said, it's a buffet, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All I can say, man, is eat, man. You know what I mean?
We're going to create something else, We're going to do something anyway,
Anything else you want to touch on?
I want y'all to watch the morning show.
Morning coffee, baby.
Morning coffee every week with Taco Montana, the boss,
And Big
and,
Key,
and Big Key, Slingshots and Exotic. And subscribe and go to Amazon and pick up the book, Taco Montana, Clandestine Hustler. And I got other books coming out, the WWW, you're gonna love it. And also another couple books, you know what I'm saying? And we also gonna have a couple movies that we're gonna get involved in coming up soon. So make sure you stay tuned in and support the team.
And we got a ATV dirt bike giveaway coming up. We're gonna have that info for you on the video, you know, at the end of the video. But man, yeah, man, 1,000 subscribers, YouTube, Facebook, and we're gonna pick a winner. More info at the end. Peace.
How you love that?